This video serves absolutely no purpose. I'm just bored. Good aftermorning, everybody. Yeah, I'm just bored. I was out here playing around with my new tool. Picked up a Carscope Viso that they'd send down to me there to check out. And nice little lab scope. I was actually playing around with it earlier. How's everybody doing this weekend? This one was a instrument cluster that was pulling down a bus. And no, that's not Rocco's. Yeah, that would be your first question. No, it's not Rocco's. This is actually from a company called Auto Dietex. They sent it down to me so I could test it out. That's their Carscope. Pretty cool, actually. I was playing around with it a little bit. Can it make you a sandwich? Probably not, sir. But I was playing around with it. I'll show you guys something here. When you're in the main screen on this thing, I like things that are intuitive. I like things that are like this, where this is the first screen that you see, and if you come in here and you hit communication and hit CAN bus help, if you didn't know anything at all about it, the system, you have this. And I thought it was pretty cool. So they give you a quick little description of what a CAN bus network is, some of the speeds that they go up to, some of the speeds that it reads down to. I thought it was just pretty cool. You know, I like the procedure to verify the reliability of a CAN bus, some of the information that they had in there. You know, it's just little things there that I think are very nice. The one thing that I thought was really cool, though, was that when you go back here to that screen and you select the CAN bus measurement, it actually sets your time for you. So it sets it down to 200 microseconds. It's pretty much all set, you know, already as to what you would need. And then you press this little button down here, and right away it starts displaying what the file is. And as you can see, I have it hooked up right now. So, yeah, pretty cool. I'm liking it. And I actually realize now that if I press that, I'll bet you that, yep, it makes it full screen. So, honestly, I've had this tool in my hand for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours now. So, figured I'd put it right to the test. Knew I had a CAN bus issue on this car, and figured I'd just give it a try. Yeah, no kidding, Nas. What was it, about 11 minutes since we talked? So, I was actually getting in here ready to run that network test, which I haven't, well, actually I did run it, but I didn't actually see the results yet. And fail 4x4. Well, yeah, that's because we're in the Mercury Milan. It's not all-wheel drive. But everything looks pretty right there. The Harbor Freight ZR Pro, that is a launch tool, or a copy of a launch tool. It launched, did give okay to use part of it. I don't know whether or not they stayed within their means on that thing, but that's that Zurich tool, if I'm not mistaken, that you guys are talking about. You know a guy in Florida that needs a scope? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I might know somebody too. So, it's pretty cool though. How much? You know what? I don't know. Like I said, they sent it to me for testing. There's a lot of companies out there that I'll beta test with, and see if anything is, you know, anything would be changed or anything can be made more worthwhile. So in this case here, I'm not really 100% sure. I'd be lying if I told you. What I'll do is, if I can find out any information on that, I'll try to put it up there for you. It is only 2-channel. That's the one thing I noticed right away. It charges up, man. Let me tell you what. This thing came to me with a completely dead battery. I charged it up in probably, I don't know, 25 minutes. So it doesn't need to be plugged in. It's battery operated. Keeps one of those, whatever they are, the 18650 giant batteries that's over there. So it's pretty cool though. But if I go back out there to the home screen though, I really liked some of the automotive information that they had in there, like different sensors. You come in there and you look at Hall effect sensors, measurements, you know, what they are. So if you really didn't know anything about it, you know, it's nice that it gives you all that information there. So for somebody who's new to a scope, as far as I can tell so far, it's going to be great. I like that it does the Hall effect system measurements there. It automatically sets the time. Of course, we're looking at a cam line, so that's going to look like that. but you know, they already set the voltage up to 20 volts for you, which is pretty cool. But again, it's you know, just another tool that they have out there, and so far I'm liking it. I haven't seen anything really that's too much of an issue. I would like to see them upgrade their leads a little bit, because the leads that they gave you were kind of, I don't know, flimsy, I guess, you know, so I don't know that'd be really good out there in a regular work environment. But you know, something that I'm sure they have other options available, and if not, you can always purchase your own leads. I would get mine through AES Wave, simply because I like the length of them and how much they go, how much they spread apart. But yeah, I don't know. Thought it was pretty cool stuff there. Secondary ignition. I haven't looked at this one yet, though. I am kind of curious. So if we look at wasted spark, all right, so it's just going to jump me right into the test. It's already going to set it all up in there, but secondary ignition help. I was going to say there must be quite a bit of information in there. So wasted spark ignition. Pretty cool. Do they show an example waveform in there? Let's see. Oscilloscope measurements. DIS wasted spark. Yeah, see that I like. I like it when they show things like that. Yeah, just 6 days. That's it. Early morning, late night. So, yeah, I just thought this was pretty cool, though. I just figured, you know, honestly, I was getting kind of bored out here. The shop already closed up, so I'm just finishing up the car. I'll drop the keys in the drop box, but from the far land of Brooklyn, yeah. I can almost see Brooklyn from here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess I'm going to keep on playing around with this and, you know, see how well I like it. And, of course, it's 2 channels. That's my only little issue there. But as a quick scope, though, I'll tell you, I mean, the fact that it's battery operated and that I don't have to hook up to a laptop or anything else, you know, so far it seems pretty good. And very, very light. I mean, I don't know what's actually in this thing, but it can't be much because it's like flyweight light. So something like this, if you're a mobile guy and, you know, you throw it in a bag and run out to the car, you know, seems like it'd be pretty helpful. Let's see, relative compression test too, huh? Nice. So DC current unsynced or AC voltage unsynced. Now this is the same company, by the way, that actually makes that other relative compression tester, the little handheld one that they have. If you haven't seen that, you can go on to Bodgett and Leggett, made a video with it. I think Diagnose Dan made a video with it. So, pretty cool. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these text messages here. It's hard for me to keep on seeing the screen because I'm not actually done for the day, but of course I keep on getting all these messages. Are you still coming? Are you still coming? But pretty cool. That's all. Just figured I'd show you guys what I'm out here doing. You know, this car is good to go. This thing was a no start condition about 90% of the time, from what they told me. And it was pretty interesting because they decided that they were going to spend the money to put in a remote start interface, a push button start. All this crap, all because they had a bad cluster, to the point where they even destroyed one of the guy's keys and actually decided to take this out to put it inside the remote start box. So I had to do the programming. I actually had to remove the ring and actually reuse that same chip, though, because the guy doesn't have a second key for the car anymore. So just had to lower the ring down, take the ring off, lower it down, take this, sit it inside there. You know, because they're uneducated, that's why. Best answer I can give you. You know, unfortunately, they I guess they just don't know how to test. You know, there's a lot to CAN networks. There's a lot to, you know, modules that fail and that don't talk. Yeah, it really was an expensive butchery, I'm sure, because there's no way that all those kits were cheap. And again, they had it. I mean, if you guys would have seen what it looked like when they had it butchered in here, it was pretty ugly. I'm sorry, I missed a question there. It was about Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can see that again. How do I see that? No, here. Seems to be expensive. Any communication, like with Wi-Fi, so you could print stuff? No, I don't think so. But they did have. It actually came with a FireWire cable to sit there and hook up though for the printing purposes. So I haven't played around with that yet. Like I said, I've only just got it for a little while. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to see what I can do here. If it's you know, if it looks like it's gonna be a good tool, I'll definitely use it more in video and maybe show you guys some of the features of it. Quite honestly, originally I brought this, the reason I even, became friendly with this company or talking with this company is because I had challenged them on one of their videos that they had to some information that I didn't think was correct. Whereas it was a matter of the display. I wasn't familiar with something that was on their display, which has actually already been fixed. So who was going to install all that? I have no idea. I don't want to know. Sometimes it's better that I don't know, because then I might end up at that same shop later on and, and have a different feeling about them. So I try not to do that. I try not to ask too many questions about that unless I really have to. But either way, so I've got a car that's up and running. I'm going to start wrapping this one up. I just figured I'd bring you guys along there and let you see all the fun I was doing. There's some more of the butchering and the wires, all this crap that they did. I mean, after all this is said and done, I guess the guy could have a remote start at least. But they'll have to rehook up all the boxes and everything else, because this shop here specifically removed everything. Yeah, you can see how nice the job they did, right? Yeah. So that's all. I'm going to get back out there, get running, so I can go home and go see Rocco and enjoy my weekend. But cool that everybody came out. Really appreciate it. I just had a bad cluster in the 2009 Wrangler. Snap-on helped. Used the dual lab scope on. Whoop, don't go away. Let's see. Yeah, powers and grounds. Made the call on a bad cluster. Nice. Now, Joe, how did you program the new cluster? That's my question. And did you program the new cluster? Come on now, I'm going to put you right on the spot. You want to mention about replacing a cluster, I have to know. You have a great weekend as well, Mark. Your make and model of this car? This would be a 2007 Mercury Milan. Excuse me. Late to the party, yeah, Sam. Good to see you. Sam, I really enjoyed that series that you're doing right now on the lab scopes. I'm actually out here just showing the guys, playing around with a new one. I was putting my hands to test out with. It's pretty cool. So far, I like it. All right, listen, fellas, I really appreciate everybody coming out. And honey, I'll be home soon. You guys have a good weekend.